Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by the insufferable Omnibus Collector. How you doing, sir?
Doing well.
Doing pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
Sorry that we're late for the live viewers. We had a lot of catching up to do and planning some things and goofing around and just a little bit of everything in the green room. I do apologize, but we're here live now. That's all that matters. It's not like the people watching later care, but we're here and we're going to talk about manga. There are some really cool first impressions that I want to chat with you guys about. We got some solicits, we got some manga hauls over there. We got some random news and, of course, possibly Q&A from all of you wonderful people in the chat. So thank you once again for joining. Remember to hit the like button, share the video if you can on social media. That helps out a ton as well. And welcome aboard to another installment of Omnibros. Thank you all so very much. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor making tonight's broadcast happen. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, and, of course, manga for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's a loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make these orders on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit InStockTrades.com. Let me share the screen of the website here for all of you wonderful people. Here we go. You can see here some of the current deals of the week. We talked about these on Monday. So if you want to get the lowdown on what the deals of the week will be, you got to tune into the Monday stream. We reveal those. IST sends that in.
Uh-oh, did we lose you? Gio, I think you froze. Gio froze, or he's really good at playing statue game. Gio on ice. Well, as we await Gio to come back to finish talking about our sponsor, InStockTrades.com.
Sorry about that. My bad.
InStockTrades.com, as you're saying.
I don't know what happens because I've said it before. The chat already knows. If you're a longtime viewer, I have full Wi-Fi signal. Everything's good. But the StreamYard thing, it had it said low signal, which makes no sense because everything else works. So sorry about that. I don't think it was on me. It was on them because this is a shitty streaming thing. Anyways, InStockTrades.com. Thank you, sir, for covering the deals of the week. The current ones. We revealed it on Monday. We got Asadora at 40% off. You got that DC Finest at 55% off. You got the Fantastic Four Omnibus, 46% off. You got the Green Lantern Omnibus, 50% off. And then this was added on the release day, so we did not know about it. Jill and the Killers, this is by Oni Press, 40% off. And the Scalped Omnibus hardcover, 50% off. All these wonderful deals. You can get them at In-Stock Trades. Of course, here are your new releases and your top sellers. And look at that. Superman is gone from the top sellers list. Extremity climbed all the way to the top at number 1, followed by Den, Hellblazer Omnibus, Ghost Rider 2099. I thought people hated this run. What the hell? Radiant Black, Massive Edition, Book 1, so on and so forth. And don't forget, the current sales of the month of November for In-Stock Trades. The big one is coming up this Tuesday, November 26th to Saturday, November 30th. Everything will be on discount, of course. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all that fun stuff. And the fan favorite, Sunday, December 1st to Monday, December 2nd, the loyalty discount will be bumped to 3% discount. But it doesn't stack, so no cheating, guys.
No.
Anyhow, go check them out. In Stock Trades, our lovely sponsor. All right. Gio is on ice, baby. Thank you. Gio was so shocked at the deals of ISD that he froze. Yeah. StreamYard doesn't like you, Gio, or you have to pay extra. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry. So thank you, In Stock Trades. Oh, and at some point during the month of November, there will be a gift card giveaway. But since I'm so chaotic and I'm totally improvising right now, I wanted to surprise the manga crowd and try it all over again to do the gift card giveaway tonight. So if you guys are up for it, give me a minute to set things up, and we'll do the gift card giveaway at the end of the stream. How about that? Nice little surprise for the manga crowd. The Monday crowd, screw them. You guys are more important right now. So if you want to participate, all you have to do is write in the chat. Let me set this up right away. Go to the giveaway page real quick. Hashtag. Let me do. Hashtag manga bros. There we go. All right. So here's what you're gonna do. Write in the chat. Hashtag manga bros, all caps. And towards the end of this stream, we'll pick out a winner for a $50 gift card, courtesy of In Stock Trades, open to anybody out there in the world. Again, gotta show up here in the stream and hang out with us, and we'll pick out a winner. So there you go. So yeah, I see some people already entering. Thank you. So again, hashtag manga bros. Everything, all caps together, please. Just once. No need to spam it in the chat. It works just once. I appreciate it. There we go. All righty. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. May the odds forever be in your favor. Riley, how you doing? Talk to me. What's up?
Good. I've got
anything cool that you want to show the peeps?
I've just got a small haul here. And I'll just address real quick. I saw that our friend Bob Fisher asked if After God is any good, and I can't say, but I did order it. So once it comes in, I will read it as soon as possible and be able to report back. So I didn't want to leave you hanging. It looks like it'll be good, but I can't say for sure yet. But I have a small haul. I have a lot of stuff in transit right now, but
same. Oh my God, we're so alike.
So many things that are either in transit or on order and haven't yet shipped. Right. But we will probably next week's show, or maybe the one after, because next week we might do it earlier in the week because of the holiday. Right. So we'll see, but I should be getting several orders in. Anyway, so just a few books here. 3 of them are from IST, and 1 of them is not. So first up, we've got Colette Decides to Die.
Hey,
finally came in. So that's the 2-in-1 Omnibus Volume 1. This is one of the books that Colleen was most excited about, and they've also been very excited about us, all of us being able to try it out and report back our feelings and stuff. So I'm excited to get it. Just came in today. This is hot off the presses. So I'm excited to get that in so that I can report back and let Colleen know how I feel. Another one that I've been really highly anticipating, finally got Thunder 3 Volume 1.
Let's go, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm very excited. Get to read this one. Looks fantastic. Looks like a ton of fun. And then the big one, of course, the 5th Vinland Saga Deluxe Edition hardcover.
Heck yeah.
Looking really beautiful as always. Still wrapped because, again, this just came in today. But this takes us to what should be about the halfway point of the series, because as has been reported recently, there's only like a few chapters left to be published, and it looks like it might wrap up with 29 volumes total, which is funny because then if that's true and it only reaches 29 rather than 30, it's going to be 14 2-in-1s and 1 single volume hardcover, unless they do like no, they can't do a 3-in-1 because I think they already solicited 14. And then the 3-in-1s, the deluxe ones, are going to be 9 3-in-1s and 1 2-in-1. So that'll be funny. Then this is a very different one. I got the physical edition of Resenter. This is Gigi Murakami had this on Viz Originals recently, and to support the artist, I found that she has physical editions. I don't know if they're still available or not. This one did read that it was a second edition, so I think that it was reprinted. She had copies reprinted after the digital edition came out on Viz Originals, but yeah, you can go to her store. I don't remember what the website is, but if you look up Gigi Murakami or you go on to her, oh, here it is. gigimurakami.art is her store. So you can find copies of stuff. And I think she has some like prints and maybe some shirts and stuff, but really cool to support an artist there who hopefully can get a serial in because if the one shots do well enough, then they take those to series, and then they would do like volumes, like they do the Viz original line with like Devil's TV and World Peace. So like, who knows? Maybe it does well enough that they get to do that. So I have two more orders, I think, or 3 more orders coming from IST. And then I've made 2 orders at Alibris recently.
Never heard of that. What is that? Another store?
I'm sure that there are people in the chat who will know them and probably have ordered from them, but I had never ordered from them despite knowing about them for a while. They are a store that's been around since the mid 90s, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they're like, they've been around like as long as like Amazon, but they specifically still focus mostly on just books. And
which one is it again?
Alibris, Alibris.
Oh, I've seen their logo. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I've seen them.
They're a very popular store.
Right.
They've been around for a while, and I think I looked at them once before, and whatever I did, like whatever I typed in, I wasn't fond of what I found as far as like the results for manga, or it just like it's not the most user friendly site. Like you can't just from what I've found, like I can't just have it list me everything that's there as far as like what new manga came out this week, which is something I really like, but putting in the work and knowing what's coming out, knowing what I have to order the past month, because I think I complained about this recently about how like I've had to go to using like IST as primary, and then everything that they don't carry, I order through Crunchy. But Crunchyroll has started to either have things very delayed or not have things at all. So I was using Amazon and picking stuff up at Barnes and Noble, but that was proving to also not be the best solution, because then I'm not getting discounted prices. And, you know, if you buy anything in a large amount, the more you save, the better it's going to be. So I decided one day, after I made my order on In-Stock Trades, I took note of all the leftover stuff. Or it actually had been like a month worth of leftover stuff, because I ordered like 25 volumes at once, which is a pretty bold move for a store that I'd never used before.
Right.
And but I'm sure it's fine. I don't have any qualms with that, because they kind of passed the initial test of like, they're not a small company, they're not someone that just popped up overnight, and everything was cheaper than Crunchyroll. I specifically looked at compared prices volume by volume, and each book was at least $1 cheaper. So
Mhm.
decent amount. So that first order should be in soon, and the second one I just made. So, but I'm at least very good, or very good. I'm at least very grateful because I was able to cross everything off the list of stuff that I hadn't um, been able to buy yet. So now I have a document that has like everything coming out each week, and at the top of the document is all the stuff from like previous weeks that I missed or that I wasn't able to purchase through IST. And I got to wipe that entire thing of everything except for the Udon book, Ottoman Henshin, whatever, which was supposed to come out this week and did not, and is not available anywhere. It's on Amazon through a third party seller that has like a 60% rating. So I'm not,
No, don't do that.
no.
60%. The lowest I'll go is 97.
Dude, yeah. Like it's crazy how like even in like the mid 90s, you're like, that store, they're gonna screw me over.
95? No.
Hell no. And I've had that experience too. Like I've bought stuff not just on Amazon, but like eBay, where it's like someone who has like a 90%, and I'm like, they're fine. And then it's not fine.
Right.
So Spud Boy's comment, as is mentioned here, they have coupons and all that mess. Like literally my first order, I signed up for the stuff and they send you like a $5 off coupon. And then you sign up for Rakuten, then you get like percentage cash back. And I got like $15 back, and Rakuten will send that to you via PayPal. I think you just have to have like at least $20 in there that you've earned back. So like, I'm like, shit, man. Like, and then today I ordered again, and all I did, I just Googled like, is there a Alibris code? And there's like grateful, I think is the code, and it was like $4 off your order. I'm like, I'll take that.
Heck yeah.
Heck
Nice.
yeah. So that that is that. I will see how that goes. I'll probably wind up only using Crunchyroll for anime, and like if they have figures that I want.
Welcome to my world. Yeah, I stopped using Crunchyroll because it's not worth it, and the $7 shipping just kills it. I can $7 makes a lot of difference, surprisingly.
Even is that like without reaching the free shipping, or
without reaching the free shipping?
Yeah.
So you're forcing me to like, oh, spend $75. Dude, I just want one $10 book. Now I got to pay $17 for it. Like, I don't know about that.
That like became harder to do, because before I'm like, oh, I'll drop $75 like for new releases each week, easy, like that's fine.
Right.
But then it started to become like, if I'm buying most of it on IST, and IST is cheaper than Crunchyroll, then there's only a few leftover things. And then I'm looking at Crunchyroll, and so sometimes I'll throw in like some random thing, like a little keychain or a pin, or like if I'm feeling frisky, I'll get a t-shirt. But like, just so I can say like, I'd rather spend like $17 on a t-shirt than $7 on shipping.
Right. Cynthia's library, thank you for joining. I used Alibris a lot. They lost my package once, and it took a month to get my money back. Otherwise, they're cheap and mostly good. Well, that sucks, but that's great at the same time that you got.
It's good that they eventually got it back, but no one's without their faults. I mean, our own sponsor, every week we talk about how like, I've got 3 orders with them. One of them just shipped today, and 2 of them have been out. Like, this was from weeks ago, this order that I just talked about. So I'd say their biggest fault is, while they're fantastic and they're cheap, and like they have great customer service and all of that stuff, like they take a long time to process things, and that doesn't usually hurt me too bad because
Right.
I have stuff to read, and so it just lets me push things off, so it's okay.
And at the end of the day, I always say it in my videos. There are humans, there are human beings working these things, and stuff happens. So yeah, I try to not get super upset when these things happen. It's frustrating, but you also have to keep in mind the human element in all of this, not just machines churning up stuff and mailing stuff. Is Natsume's Book of Friends going to ever reprint? It didn't come out, right? It was supposedly said for the 15th. Or
That's why I said before,
it wasn't going to happen.
I was like, just don't get your hopes too far up, because this happens a lot,
Right.
where they will list things as being like a good example would be when I was collecting every Shonen Jump book, the remainder was mostly not like old, hard to find. I already gotten like the hardest ones to find. The remainder was random volumes that were like of ongoing titles that were just out of print. And so like there was a volume of Kaguya-sama that had been out of print, and people kept telling me, because I would post about it on TikTok, and they would be like, well, Barnes and Noble has it listed as coming back in print like next month, and then it wouldn't come back in print. So
Right. I clicked on one of the volumes and now it doesn't have any dates. So hang tight. It's gonna happen one day, but not now. Let's see. Otoman Henshin Hero got announced a while ago. Completely forgot about it.
I think it was last summer. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was one of the summer 2023 conventions that they announced it. That's Udon, and like that's I wouldn't say it was an argument, but like kind of a discussion back and forth earlier with Omar in the Omnibros chat. I was like, I don't like. I'll just say my opinion. I was like, I really wish that Udon would stop doing manga. Like, except maybe just stick to, because as soon as I said that, I was like, well, Mega Man makes sense because it's Capcom. And
yeah, go ahead.
I think that Udon, like, their biggest sellers are obviously their Capcom, like Street Fighter books, and
it's the video game market.
Yeah. And so I think like they should stick to that, because that's obviously their bread and butter. And like when I said that, and I mentioned why I would like them to step away from manga, Omar was like, well, they want to keep Capcom and Atlas happy, because Atlas being the Persona books. And I'm like, yeah, but don't do a license and then
sit on it forever.
Right. And it like, this is not the worst of it by far. Like, the worst of it is, of course, Sugar Sugar Rune, which they announced that license like 10 years ago. And we're constantly like wondering what's going on. So yeah, nothing happening with that one. What's the other one? The Rose of the Versailles episodes. That one is also supposed to have come out. That's getting back.
It was it's been delayed like 2 times now, I think.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be at this point.
I remember talking about it, and it never came out. Manga Farmer. Good evening, Jets. I look forward to Thursday's stream. Thank you so much. Who's the guest Omnibro in the background? Before Riley answers this comment scared the crap out of me, because I thought somebody was behind me. And I was looking at the camera and I'm like, what is happening? What guest Omnibro? And then I realized, oh, I know what you're talking about. So I assume
I thought the same. I was like, who's behind
me? What is happening?
No, that's Toast.
Toast.
She's thankfully chill right now because she's been all over the place.
Right. Not right now. She's looking at your collection and admiring the spines. Good kitty. Let's see. Just paper and ink. Okie dokie. There was another question here. Here we go. I have a question. Do you all collect manga volumes in Japanese? And if so, which ones do you have? I can answer this first because no, I don't. I only have 2 Japanese manga. One of them is a copy of Naruto Volume 1, and the other is a copy of Call of the Night Volume 20. Completely random. I am interested in some manga in Japanese, but they would honestly just be collector items, like for display purposes, because I can't read. I can't read any of that. So yeah. What about you? I know you have more than me.
Yeah, I do have some stuff. I don't actively collect manga in Japanese. Like I don't go out of my way to, but I do have some stuff. I think the majority of what I have is in relation to like my creator shelf. Like I have a few books in other languages,
Right.
Japanese and otherwise. Like I have some of the various non JoJo's stuff from Iraqi and the JoJo's light novels, and I have a lot of like art books from that I bought from Kinokuniya because it's art books. So
Right.
and then I have 20 volumes of Chihaya Furu that I bought just because randomly the half price books near us had 20 volumes. So I just
That
bought
is weird. Okay. How do they acquire that? Did they
they
actually buy them?
barely,
Or
yeah, they would have bought them off of someone after an individual that dropped them off. Um,
were
but
they cheap?
I mean, they were, I want to say like $7 a volume, which
That's not
is
too bad.
not terrible, but it's cheaper if you buy it actually in Japan.
Right.
Um,
Mm.
I don't know. So I don't go out of my way for it, but I was just talking to Will this earlier this afternoon, Fire Lunar, about I mentioned that I would be having something in 3 different formats if a certain other edition came out. Like I have planets in both the paperbacks, and I was like, oh, if Dark Horse ever did that, I would have it in 3 formats. And then he's like, oh, haha, that's like me. Like I have JoJo's or I have Steel Ball Run in 4 different languages. And then I was like, oh, dude, I would love like one day. It would be great to own all of JoJo's in Japanese. Like I've thought about that a lot in the past, mostly because the Japanese volumes are the single volumes with the individual cover art, so it would look significantly different than the hardcovers.
But then you would be opening a black hole of wanting a shelf of Japanese editions of your favorite manga, and that could get
Yeah, but I
pretty
think
big fast.
only other series that I would legitimately think about doing that with would be One Piece.
I
Like
can see that.
I would love, and it's because I've thought about both of those for a while. I've thought about both JoJo's and One Piece, getting those in Japanese for quite a while.
Oh, wait. Ah, I missed my. Humor me, please. Please. Thank you, Jess. I love it. That's one of my favorite Jess moments on this show.
We're watching through the anime right now and are in Jaya. We're about halfway through Jaya. I think I'm about to get to like where you stopped.
300 something episodes. So probably.
Oh, well, we're on like 160 or something as far as episodes, or like 150.
You know what? I can tell you which episode it was. Give me 1 second. No, it's gonna take me a while. I think I was starting to watch Luffy versus homie, what's his name? Lucci.
Oh, Rob Lucci, you were in Water 7.
Right. I think that was the last thing I remember for the from the anime. And then, you know, laziness took over and I haven't watched anything or read anything since. Because I do own, for anybody joining, I do own One Piece in the 3-in-1 editions. Uh, Easier for me to collect it that way. And I stopped getting them because I realized, hey, I'm just buying them for the sake of buying them and I'm not reading them. So I know it sucks, but eventually, whenever I finally do start reading it and pick up the series again and catch up, then I'll start getting the other 3-in-1s that I'm missing. So that's my story with One Piece. Fantagraphics too. I love their releases, but I've been waiting for them to print Wandering Cat's Cage for over a year now, and no pre-orders yet. Excited for anything from the Sensei's Pious Lie author. I did not know that they had that license. There you go.
The problem, so going into the One Piece anime, I was like, cool, I'll get, like, I literally have, I've mentioned this so many times on here, so I'm sorry for anyone who's heard me say it before, but I started reading One Piece when I was 12, and I'm 34 now. So I've been reading for a very long time, and I've never gone back to the beginning. And like, I've read pieces of it, here and there, but I've never gone all the way back and just gone all the way through. And I've also never had watched the anime at all.
Right.
And now we're starting from the beginning and watching through. And I was like, oh, this will be fun. Like, I'll get to see some of these things animated, and I will get to see let's see the filler, because it's more material, so I can enjoy spending more time with these characters. The filler is awful. Like, I know that people like the, what is it, G8 or whatever, it's the one right after Skypiea, but
Right.
I haven't gotten there yet, and every freaking filler story is so stupid. It's so bad.
Well, it's doing its job. It's filling in. So,
but I'm like, dude, and it's so painful, especially because they do it between the major sagas. Like,
right.
they put a bunch of filler between the East Blue and Baroque Works, and then between Baroque Works and Skypiea.
Right.
And the ones between Baroque Works and Skypiea especially are so egregious, because like you get 5 random one-shot episodes that don't mean anything, and then 2 short arcs. And the one arc where they go to that, like, the Rainbow Mist or whatever, I don't know if you remember, but like, there's some place that they go, and the Rainbow Mist, like, people age differently, and so like this one dude is like 50 years older than the kids that they find in there, and he's like, we went in there 50 years ago and now I'm an old man. And they're like, what the heck? And I'm like, yeah, time dilation and all that shit. And then they end the arc, this like 4 or 5 episode story, and this like Navy Marine captain, or like whatever level of the Marines he is there, and just like knocks the shit out of this dude. And then they look at him and they're like, wait, who is this? And it's the kid that like was stuck in the mists. And he's like, yeah, when I helped you guys get out with that explosion, it knocked me back. And then I went back 50 years and I knew that I had to, the only way to help stop whatever, like, this dude, this bad guy, was to rise through the ranks in the Marines until I was high enough that I could come out here without being sent here by anyone above me. Like, I could just go under my own accord. And we were like, what? That was the stupidest, most like hackneyed plot I've ever. And then it went into the Monkey Bros. Like,
right. I'm seeing a thumbnail here from some YouTuber. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna call this person out, but they're crying in the thumbnail. I'm like, are you crying over a filler arc? Was it that impactful for you?
or was it that bad?
Or was it that bad? Yeah, I don't want to click on it now, but yeah. But I must have seen it, but I don't remember anything.
Good. I hope I forget about it too, because it was very bad. I'm lucky because I think we've got like, I don't think the next filler episode is going to be until after Skypiea, so we've got some time.
Nice, perfect.
And I'm happy to like revisit Skypiea because I, for one, was not a Skypiea hater ever in my life.
I
know
liked it.
people don't like it, but I always thought it was a ton of fun.
I thought it was fun. Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Fun arc, and that's where I started reading it digitally. Actually, like I think I finished. I think I finished Alabasta, or I was mostly through Alabasta from the official like monthly Shonen Jump magazines that came out here.
Right.
And then a friend of mine had caught up to the Japanese release, and he was like, "Dude, please catch up. Like, I need someone to talk to." And so then finally, like he burned me discs with the files on the discs, and he gave them to me so that I would have better access,
baby.
So that I'd have better access, and I wouldn't have to like load the files on the internet and stuff like that.
That's
so
true friendship right there.
Dude, it was great. And so like I went home, and I think like over the course of a week I caught up, and we were so it's like I started Skypiea, and I got to read the entirety of Skypiea front to back, just binging it whole, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. And then I caught up to the Japanese release. We were about halfway through Water 7, and my friend who did the discs for me, he was under the impression the whole time that Polly was going to join the crew, not Frankie. And I remember specifically, we were out with my family, we were having dinner, and he was like, "Dude, you have to catch up. The current arc, they're like, they're trying to get a shipwright to like someone that can repair the ship and stuff like that. And they're going to get a new ship, and they're going to have a new member. And I think this guy that uses ropes as weapons is going to join." And I was like, "Oh, dope." And then it was Frankie that joins. And I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" But I remember catching up like right in the middle of Water 7 was where they were by the time I caught up. Good times. I'm reminiscing now.
Heck yeah. We're off on tangents. We haven't touched the main topics tonight. I don't think I participated in the stream, but we have a One Piece themed video on this channel, I think. So it'd be fun if we revisited that with more or like up to date or arcs or something, because I know we had that in here somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, hauls. Actually, do have a haul right here. It's a tiny one, but a cool one. Let me show that off real quick. This literally came in the mail today, so I was really excited. I got, finally, these are books from last month, and I don't even have everything from last month. So the haul video, whenever it happens, it's going to be insane, because that has books from September, from August, from October. It's massive, for me at least. I got volume 12 of My Dress Up Darling from Square. I got Steel of the Celestial Shadows volume 4 of that. Can't wait. I have not read volume 3, so I need to read that first. I got volume 12 of Record of Ragnarok. Cool. We're still fighting. They always fight. From Seven Seas, I got one of my favorite comedies, Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero, Volume 6. It's insane. It's been so long since Volume 5. I know what happens, but still, like, it's crazy, the difference here. I don't know if we're ever going to see this animated, because the anime adaptation had a finale to it. Anyways, from Seven Seas, one of my favorite rom-coms, The Dangers in My Heart. Here is volume 9. I love this series. Some new material, because season 2 adapted up to volume 8. So I'm really excited to check that out. World End Solte, volume 3, also from Seven Seas. Really cool. I don't remember what happened in volume 2 last year. So I need to read that again to figure out what's happening here.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. And a massive shout out to our lovely friend Colleen, who gifted me
Yay.
Kaiju Girl Caramelise. I think we had this conversation at some point during one of the streams, but life gets busy, so it, delays and stuff. But Colleen sent this in, and I am super excited to have this. They were gracious enough to gift me this, and I think it's fantastic, and I can't wait to talk about it on one of my many blog ideas. But yeah, super awesome. Thank you so much. That's it. That's all I got.
And it is Colleen's birthday next week, by the way.
Hey, happy birthday. Yeah, Colleen, my dress up darling. Nice. I do have a Discord. Yes, I forgot about that. There's a Discord. James, whenever you can, if you're still here, because I know you're busy, and you can post the link, I would appreciate it, because I'm too busy to get it. What? I just got Steel Volume 3. Blah. Next year is 20 years of me reading it. Of One Piece, I assume, right? 20 years. Gosh, you guys are old. Specifically Josh and you. I'm not. I'm a spring chicken. I'm younger than you guys.
It's crazy. Like the series. Oh, and that's another thing about One Piece, and I apologize for like hinging on this, but I just realized, I don't remember if I said this last week, but someone online said something about it that made me realize that it's about to hit its 30th anniversary in 2027. And I was like thinking about where it is and how many volumes it is at right now and like how many chapters.
Yeah.
And I think that it could wrap up around its 30th anniversary.
That would be pretty sweet for the synergy and stuff.
Yeah, because like, so we know like Volume 1 and 61, they both have the same, like the covers are mirroring each other, because 1 is like the first 3 members of the crew, and then 61 adds everyone else. And so like the assumption would be, as 61 is the beginning of the new world, you could assume that the new world all the way to the end of the Grand Line would be another 60 volumes. So they get to 120, 121 or something like that. Have like a final cover that has that. But I don't know.
Oda said he wants to do some more one shot, but no longer ones.
I wouldn't want to either. I'd retire, honestly.
Right.
I'd just
earned it.
I would retire and just be like, let's do a fun little like here and there, like if I feel like I have a good idea.
But I get that royalty check from all the video game adaptations and anime episodes.
I guarantee there's going to be continuing to do like movies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do like One Piece Super in 20 years.
One Piece Daima?
One Piece.
Why not?
One Piece GT.
Right. You know, I saw a discourse online, and it made me laugh, because that was part of the reason why I stepped away from the Dragon Ball community. People are raging mad that at Daima, because it isn't Z or Super with the fight. And I'm like, this is why I left this community ages ago. I can't with you guys.
Super wasn't even...
They're upset because it's not the fighting stuff. I'm like, that's not the point of the thing. You still have those fights. Go enjoy them. This is another thing.
And the movie, like the movies, the last 2 movies that have happened since Super ended, and the Super manga, it's right. All more fighting and stuff. It's more stuff like that.
Right. But anyways, yeah, we are the only generation that gets to enjoy One Piece without knowing what it is. What do you mean? Oh, with that? Okay, I see what you mean.
What the One Piece?
What the One Piece is? Okay,
itself is.
I want to join everybody with the hype. I'm just don't. I might start reading, but not now, because I got other stuff to read. But I will soon. I promise. I'll catch up. All right, let's keep the thing going, the train rolling. 7 Seas, shout out, and Anime News Network They listed everything, and I found this so funny that this is what they decided to do now for their articles. Check this out. Anime News Network is, instead of writing everything, they're just posting the images from social media that Seven Seas tweets out. Took them long enough. So yeah, there were I was going to say 12 books. This is 12 Kingdoms. My bad. So 10 announcements, and how many were audiobooks? 3?
3 of them.
Okay. So we're gonna go by this real quick. Let me leave this for everybody again. If you write in the chat, hashtag Manga Bros, do so, and you could win a $50 gift card at the end of this stream. So you can leave that there. All right. So the first license is, I'm gonna butcher this name. Himegasaki Sakurako is a hot mess. This is by Kosuke Yasuda. Who wouldn't have a thing for Sakurako? With her blonde pigtails, cute demeanor, and buxom buddy, she draws all of... I can't see this. Hold on. My eyes. What the hell? She draws all of the eyes at school. There we go. If only her crush, Mimori Natsuki, saw her as more than his childhood gal pal. Can this lovable loser stop getting into embarrassing situations and finally land the boy of her dreams? This one comes out in June 2025, the first volume of that series. Oh, of course, they wrote it down here. Fantastic. Good job, guys. The next one is a steamship title. Adored by an elite officer, could this be love? Okay. Written by Murasaki Nishino and Gondowara. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Apologies. This comes out in May 2025, the first volume. Not only has Nagiko's employer gone belly up, but she's also been dumped by her longtime boyfriend. Feeling adrift, she reunites with her childhood friend, Samegawa Kohei, for the first time in years. And in the middle of catching up, he proposes marriage. The engagement may seem impulsive, but Kohei is clumsy, sweet, kind, and completely devoted to his new wife. What's more, his job in the Japanese Self-Defense Force requires daily training, and his extraordinary declarations of love never stop. Hearts will flutter in this newlywed romance. I really like the art on this one. I kind of want to check it out. July 2025, we'll see the release of Two Guys at the Vet Clinic. This is a BL manga. Takaha, a veterinary student, finds a stray cat that needs help and rushes it to an animal hospital, where he falls in love at first sight with Baba, the director. Trying to get closer to him, Takaha gets a job there, and Baba's flirtatious behavior inflames his feelings till he can no longer repress them. A slow burn, age gap BL story about a straightforward young veterinarian and his complicated boss. I'm sure this will be super adorable because pets will be involved, cats and dogs. So looking forward to that. From Megumi Yamaguchi, coming out in May 2025, it is I'll Forget You Starting Today, Senpai, Volume 1. Hiromi is suddenly reunited with her high school boyfriend at a professional matchmaking service, but the reunion isn't a sweet one because he doesn't seem to remember Hiromi at all. In fact, he starts making wild accusations that make her question all her memories from back then. The sharp-tongued stranger is like an entirely different person from the guy she remembers. Is this a match doomed to fail? Shout out. Audiobooks. Okay, cool. Anyways, steamship title, June 2025, sees the release of Sweet Heat Before Falling in Love, the CEO and his fated Omega. This is by Yoon. To dodge relentless alpha suitors, Omega office worker Uiko hides behind the facade of a beta, but when an unexpected heat hits, she seeks refuge at Alpha Omega, an exclusive sex salon where Omegas meet the perfect alpha match. Paired with a mysterious masked alpha, Uiko's world is rocked by pleasure like never before, but back at the office, she starts to suspect her irresistible mystery man might be much closer than she ever realized. I don't mind these books at all, but I just find it funny the heat wave that strikes. It's like a dust storm coming. Righty, BL. Right, we got BL release coming out in July, Volume 1 of BL Game Rebirth, My New Life as the Hero's Younger Brother. This is by Yui Hanaka, Kana, and Shive. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Shiva, if you're watching. When an office lady is reincarnated into the world of a spicy BL game she played, she's shocked to find out that she's now part of the story as the younger brother of the main character. What's more, by the time Akira realizes what's going on, his older brother has already gotten together with one of the game's love interest. But what about the other boys? How will they cope with losing out on the beloved main character? And what's in store for the main pair after the credits roll? Akira couldn't have asked to be in a more delicious position. But the weird thing is he doesn't remember there being a younger brother when he played the game. That sounds pretty fun. Spicy, but pretty fun. And we got a big release here. It's not a manga, unfortunately, so you can't stare at the pretty pictures, but you can read a really awesome story. I am super excited for this, and I actually do want to pick it up. The 12 Kingdoms by Fuyumi Ono and Akihiro Yamada. Volume 1 comes out in July. When high school student Yoko Nakajima is approached by an enigmatic blonde-haired stranger named Keiki, her life is turned upside down. Whisked away into the perilous world of the 12 Kingdoms, a realm teeming with mythical beasts, ancient prophecies, and political intrigue, Yoko finds herself alone and hunted. With danger at every corner, she must fight to survive, all while grappling with shocking revelations about her true identity that could shatter everything she thought she knew. I remember the anime. I really enjoy it. I've always wanted to read the novels, so this could give me the excuse to pick up a regular non-illustrated book. So I'm excited to potentially own 12 Kingdoms for the first time.
I don't know how to read, so
I still think you should pick it up. Just to, you know.
I'm hoping maybe they'll do audiobooks later.
That'd be fun. Got another audiobook. And that's
but
it.
It is cool because 12 Kingdoms was a Tokyo Pop thing, and then
how many volumes is 12 Kingdoms?
Tokyo Pop only got through 4, and it is the novel series, I guess, is still going. It has 9 volumes.
9 volumes. You know, it'd be funny if they ended at 12 volumes. 1 volume per kingdom. Watch them make that happen. Very excited for 12 Kingdoms. Never read it or watched the anime, so I'm excited to finally experience it. I highly recommend the show, and I wish it would come back and get a proper Blu-ray HD release. I would love to own it on Blu-ray.
Oh, wait, it's more. Okay, so it's a little confusing. There's more than 9.
Damn it.
There are 9 books, I think, but the books are divided into multiple volumes. So part 1, or the first book, is Shadow of the Moon, Sea of Shadow, and that's 2 volumes. And then there's Sea of Wind, Shore of the Labyrinth. That's 2 more volumes. Sea God in the East, Vast Sea in the West is 1 volume. 1,000 Miles of Wind, The Sky at Dawn is 2 more volumes. Aspiring Wings is 1 volume. Shore at Twilight, Sky at Daybreak is 2 volumes. Dream of Prosperity is 1. Birds of Hishio is 1. And then Silver Ruins, Black Moon is 4.
Damn. 4, that's 5, a lot of kingdoms.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if they follow that release, it's going to be 16 volumes so far. And the last volume came out in Japan volume 4 of part 9 in November of 2019. So it's been 5 years since the last book.
Wow. And also, Frog-kun is the translator. Nice. Shout out. So there you go. 7Cs rocking it all year long with amazing announcements. And I hope they keep them coming. It's always fun to highlight these things. I get a kick out of it. I enjoy it. So shout out to 7Cs, unofficial sponsor of the manga streams. It's a shout out. Also, I want to point this out, which is hilarious to me. Friend of the show, Paru Itagaki, one of the modern goats, in my opinion. She's launching a new manga. She just did the other one with the horny ghost thing. And now she's doing Taika no Risei Psychological Suspense. Right. I don't have a picture of it. Although, let me refresh this. There should be a picture here. Come on now. Come on. Twitter. Come on. Anybody. Hello. Oh, here. It's a whatever this is. Dog person? Okay.
I wonder if it's a Beastars series.
Do we have a the magazine describes the manga as a psychological suspense story centering on the coexistence of man and animal. You know what it's going to be? There's a rift in space-time that opened in the Beastars universe, and they've started pouring into our world. So now humans are dealing with whatever creature dog man this is.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Let's go with that.
Yes. Paru, you should get in touch. I'll write the story with you. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. I read 2 new manga that came out. You can read them on the Manga Plus website or app. And this one specifically, I'm going to start with Bug Ego, which you can read on the Shonen Jump app. It's the latest entry in Shonen Jump. I did not know what I was getting myself into. I read this completely blind. I saw the image here and I thought, oh, it's a Call of the Night knockoff with the vending machine pose. That's cool. I'll check it out. Is it vampires? Oh, no, it is not.
Not at all.
This is an insane series. It is written by one, the same author of Mob Psycho, One Punch Man, Versus, etc., with art by Kyoto Shitara. And I'm having a tough time thinking how I can talk about this without ruining the craziness. I don't know, but is it? I think it's weird that this is even in Shonen Jump, to be honest, because this is so bizarre. What young kid would enjoy reading this? It's sick, demented weirdos like us that would enjoy this instead. What this manga is, let me read the summary at least. Kind-hearted high school transfer student Hitsuyija, I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry. I'm just going to say Hitsu, offers to help his lonely classmate Kokuro with a few social techniques and life hacks. However, Kokuro seems to know some true hacks that can alter the very fabric of reality. But is it real? What if there's a 1% chance that it is real? Would you try these hacks? It's a mysterious and bizarre tale of youth. So essentially, the tall kid here, Hitsu, he saves the younger kid, Kokuro, because randomly at school, he gets stomach pains, so he needs to go to the bathroom. And Kokuro says, I need to go to the bathroom too. But the problem is, at this hour, all the high school all these school bullies, they use the bathrooms, so you can't go in because they're gonna bully you and gonna beat you up and worse, whatever. So Hitsu has an idea, like, hey, I got a life hack. So they go into the bathroom, the administration's bathroom. You're not supposed to go in there, but nobody was looking, so they go in, and we get lovely images of Kokudo finally being able to poop in peace. And the two sort of hit it off and start talking about hacks. So if you've read the manga, God Bless the Mistaken, you know how in that one they are experiencing glitches in the world, and each glitch causes something different to happen. Like they'll be able to walk on air, or get like random abilities or whatever, and then it resets itself. It's in that route, but not unnatural, or not like superpowers. Instead, the hacks are best explained as like weird phenomena. For example, these characters go to a vending machine, and Kokudo does a pattern of hitting specific buttons and dropping a couple yen. I think it was like a couple cents, whatever, and nothing happens. And then Hitsu turns around and Kokudo says, "You see that bird crap over there? This is a hack that when I do this sequence and put in X amount of money, a bird craps in that specific spot every single time." So Hitsu eventually tries it himself and realizes that this is A, the dumbest thing ever, and two, pretty freaking weird that it happens. So he does the sequence and a bird craps there. And that just sort of kicks off their obsession with hacks that Kokudo found in a mysterious notebook, a la like Death Note. And he's not supposed to talk about it, but decides to talk to Hitsu about it. Right? Yeah. And from there, it just gets bizarre and super weird. They have hacks where they can like get perfect scores at a test in school if they like do a sequence of things, and they end up doing a naked dance in front of everybody, which the police ends up getting involved, and that allows them, the hack supposedly allows them to travel back in time to get a perfect score in their test. It's very bizarre, but the first chapter has an amazing scene where Hitsu is trying to get the scores for the test. So he's doing the hack, and it doesn't work. He goes streaking. The police catch him, or the school staff, and then the police get involved, I should say. And nobody believes what he's talking about. He sounds like a crazy person. Kokudo is ashamed and burns up the notebook that had all the information, and thinks like Hitsu only wanted to be, he didn't want to be my friend. All this kid is looking for is a friend, but he just wanted the hacks. He's just interested in these phenomena. So Hitsu, he gets disgraced publicly. His parents shame him, and he lives the rest of his life as a bum, using hacks to like find infinite glitches for food from the trash can that's not gone rotten or anything. And on a particular night, he finds an older Kokudo. Now they're older; they're in their 40s and 50s or 60s. I don't know. They're old men, and the two start fighting. And Hitsu is really upset about what happened, and they sort of rekindle their friendship after the fight. And Kokudo offers an opportunity for him to go back in time and redo everything. So this is the big twist of the first chapter that I really love, and I'm spoiling it for you guys. Hopefully, I'm going to show you the art because it's crazy. He does, as an old man, he does the dance naked again in the school grounds, which is even worse than when he was young. And finally, it does work. He's able to go back in time, and the panel that you see is when they're getting their stomach pains in class before going to the bathroom for the first time. So bowel movement is essential for this manga, and it has a lot of weird toilet humor. And from there, all the chapters are insane, and the visuals are fantastic, grotesque at times, but it's really, really unique. Let me show you. So far, 4 chapters are out. I do believe some of this might be not safe for work, but what the hell? We've been yellowed in the past, so what's one more video going to do to us? So you can see here some of the artwork. This is the crucial scene where homie's getting stomach issues and they got to go to the bathroom. So you think this is very standard for a manga with the art. Homie was finally able to go to the bathroom in this scene. Glorious, of course. And it starts getting weird once you get outside and you see the backgrounds. And here's the bird crab scene that I talked about. There's this hack that I know. When you do this, this is what he has to do. 1 cola, 2 barley tea, shiruko, 4 cola, 5 lemon squash, 6 corn, and then puts in the amount and bird crab. So let me fast forward a little bit here. This is when he figures out that it does happen. So this is what I meant. He starts explaining there are more hacks. Like, for example, this cicada, it keeps reappearing even if you kill it, crush it, whatever. It comes back the same day, or when you replace an umbrella, it appears again. So in that regard, it is similar to something like God Bless the Mistaken from Yen Press. Yen Press? Yeah.
Yeah.
And this really odd hacks like this. If you play this one old CD a certain way, it doesn't play any sound, but it gives you goosebumps. It makes your ears ring. So it's weird stuff like that. Random cats will start liking you, stray cats. Right there. Again, more bathroom humor. The hack to take a dump even when your system's cleaned out. The hack to drain brand new batteries without ever using them. The hack to control the dust floating in the air. The hack to lift something just slightly heavier than you should be able to. These are hacks that serve no purpose whatsoever, but they're fun to read. The hack, well, this one does. The hack to make stray cats friendly in an instant. So yeah, you can't write them down, but you can memorize them. And this is when they start talking about the test and all that stuff. Turns out he turned back the clock using a hack to get all the scores right, turning back the time and acing the test. So long story short, here he is stark naked doing the dance, trying to do the hack. They got to follow that procedure, but it doesn't happen. So they don't believe him, and just time flies by, and you see him here. Look at the many mood swings in this manga with the art. It's insane. This is him as an old man in the future, and Kokuro as an old man as well. So he ends up traveling back in time, like I mentioned, to try it again, doing the dance to see if it can come back to the previous timeline from back then. So they practice the dance and they actually do it in a school, in the middle of the school. He's naked, of course, which makes it even worse. So yeah, shout out. This art is insane, and I don't know. This is wild to me that it is published in Shonen Jump. Like, somebody will read One Piece and be like, "Let's read about this old dude dancing naked in front of teenagers. Why not?" So he does go back in time. Spoilers. Back to the very first panel of the manga, which I'd love to see that time loop aspect. So yeah, it gets crazier from there. Some of the stuff that happens, I can't even mention it because it's gross but funny at the same time, and it's very unique. The next chapters deal with Kokuro talking about lucid dreaming and how they're able to hack that so that you're able to live out your fantasy in that lucid dream. And slight spoilers, an outside force, probably They don't state why it happened, but I assume other people are able to do more of these hacks, and this outside force invades their dreams, and crazy fighting happens, and like typical shonen manga battle stuff occurs in their dreams, which makes sense. And then in the outside, some other random stuff. So really, really unique. I do recommend checking it out if you want something completely different. Again, this is Bug Ego from One. Highly recommended. It's so bizarre. The next one that I read is this one, the Urban Legend Files. This has me written all over it. This is a Geo manga. I don't know if this is gonna last. I hope it does, at least a good chunk of chapters, and I hope it does get collected because I would love to own it physically one day. We follow this young girl, Mokume, a first-year college student, and she is a fan of the occult, specifically urban legends, yokai, etc. So she joins this prestigious, I think it's a prestigious school, forgive me if I'm wrong, and wanted to join the occult club, which is pretty famous. But the club is essentially a drinking club at this point because nobody's doing anything. And she's tracking down why that happened. It turns out that the club had attracted this person that was a magnet for the supernatural. And whenever he was involved, everything started showing up. All the yokai, all the spirits and ghosts and stuff. And one day he just got bored of it all and left. So now the club doesn't really do anything. The main protagonist, Mokume, decides to find this person, and the two team up. She essentially bribes him with Amazon gift cards. They do mention Amazon. And one of her first things is that she wants to track down Kuchisake Onna, which is the very famous what's the translation? Slit mouth woman. There we go. Where she's has the cut up smile, and she'll ask you if she's pretty, and regardless of your answer, at the end of the day, she's still going to kill you and stab you with scissors. So she's after that spirit. And I thought, I like the art. It's not the best thing in the world, but it works for what this is, and it has some very gnarly depictions of yokai. Here is some of the art when they're recounting an event where they meet a kappa monster, and I think this looks awesome. I love the depiction of the kappa here. Super creepy in the middle of the day too. So these are the two main characters, and let me show you the design for the Kuchisake Onna. So yeah, I dig it. It's a lot of fun. It's quirky. And as soon as they team up, it immediately happens. So yeah, the dude has a magnet for the supernatural. So here she is. Super tall lady too. There we go. So one of my favorite things about this, excuse me, is that Kuchisake Onna, they update the lore, and I did not know that if you offer the spirit rewards or items, she'll evade killing you in favor of picking said item. So she brings a bunch of stuff here to add to the offering, and the spirit is entranced by an acrylic standee, so she likes that and forgets about killing them for a second. So yeah, definitely do recommend it if you like the occult, if you like yokai and all this weird and wacky stuff from Japan. Highly recommend it. First chapter, really enjoyed it. So I don't want to reveal something that happens down below with the spirit because I thought that was pretty badass from an artistic standpoint, but do check it out. Again, go to Manga Plus and you can read it for free. Like I always mention, if you keep up with it, you can read it for free, legally supporting the mangaka, because that's always fun to do. So there you go. 2 new reads. Definitely will be keeping track of them. I really enjoyed both. Bug Ego and Urban Legend Files. Let me show you a random picture from. Let's do chapter 2 real quick. I want you guys to see this. Yes, there is a gorilla there, by the way. There's an explanation, but I'm not going to go into it. You get random drawings like this, where you have a gorilla with a firefly butt, a flying dachshund, an old dandelion man who always speaks the truth, and a UFO, an unidentified fish object. Here's the dude naked again. Cool. Let me skip forward to all of this. They're trying to do the lucid dreaming hack, and he's able to do it. And look at the dog flying. What's the name of the dog from the movie?
From Neverending Story. Yeah. Shoot.
Falcor?
Falcor, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Falcor, but cuter. It's a shout out. And while he's having a good time, Hitsu is not. He doesn't know how to do it. So his lucid dream turns into a nightmare every single time. And they want to crucify him naked. Let me show you the bad guy that shows up here. Eventually he's able to lucid dream and mysteriously enters Kokudo's dream, which shouldn't be a thing, but he's able to do it. So he's twisted the hack around, but he's naked for some reason. Right there, with whales flying in the sky, of course. And eventually, this guy shows up, which I don't think this is the last time we're going to see of him, but look at that. I think this is insane. I don't know about you, but I love how weird the art gets. And then it just swings back to being a normal standard shonen manga.
You could pretty much guarantee that this is going to get released physically.
I hope so. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Bug-eyed. It's trippy, man. Yeah, I know. I totally agree. Look at that. They start fighting over there. I'm pretty sure this is going to get me yellowed, but whatever. There's a panel here that I want you to see, because I saw this Googling to make our thumbnail and thought, is this the same manga? Look at this. They even censored it. Imaginary vultures pecking at the main character. He's the bad guy is now a freaking Freddy Krueger demon thing. So this is insane. It's awesome. It's very, very unique. I think it's one of the more unique stories that I've read all year from all the new stuff that's coming out. So if you're into this sort of thing, do give it a shot. They released all 4 chapters at the same time, and chapter 5 comes out in next month. So yeah, Bug Ego, go check it out. And if you're interested in yokai, Urban Legend Files as well. Shout out. So there it is. Shout out to all the cool manga coming out. I wanted to let all of you guys know that next week at some point, we did mention it earlier, the schedule will change a little bit because it's Thanksgiving. So we don't know when we'll do the stream. It could be a Wednesday or it could be a Tuesday, but we'll let everybody know. Just stay tuned to socials, and the community tab is where I usually post it. But in December, we're very close to December. We will be doing old manga, new manga, fake manga, real manga, and hopefully we can get more of the Omnibros crew here to have some fun with that. Wanted to mention that real quick. But what's more important than all of that is checking out our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, and manga for great discounted prices that range from 35, 30, 35, 42, 55. I don't know. A lot of great deals there. Percentages off. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Shout out. Yeah, I want to try and bring back Jess, and if Lou can't make it, we'll add. I'm gonna try and snag Omar. I know he's super busy, but I'll try. We'll see what we can do.
Maybe we give him enough time in
Right,
advance, we can
right,
figure
yeah.
something out. And
So I want to make that happen.
I'll have I have a 2-week Christmas vacation this year
Woo.
from work, which is fantastic. It's gonna feel like being back in grade school.
Heck
Um, so I could even possibly, like, if everyone has like a certain day off, um, I could even do something at a different time to make it work. Because I don't know, like, what you or anyone else has. I mean, obviously, Omar does this full time, so for him, it's like just finding a spot where he's not already doing a live stream.
right.
But if you have some time, then in the middle of a day somewhere, you know what? So our schedule is great, and I have 2 weeks because I'm taking vacation. Um, and then I'm taking a vacation 1 week, and then the next week is the week of Christmas, and the whole company is just closed for the week of Christmas.
Right.
Awesome. And then we go back, and then I think we go back on Monday, and is New Year's Day Tuesday or
New Year's Day
is Wednesday? And I think we're hold on.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Let me check our calendar real quick, because it's so. And the next week, of course, I get 2 days off for Thanksgiving, so that's great. But looking at Slack real quick, so we just get the first. So I'm off for 2 weeks, and then I go back for 2 days, and then I'm off for a day, and then I go back for 2 days, and then have another weekend. I don't know, company. Maybe you should give another week off. Screw it. Because a lot of people get New Year's Eve off, and we only have
I do.
New Year's Day.
No, wait, I don't. Well, it depends.
Well, a lot of people do.
Yeah. I usually get a week off, but I have to ask for it, and I don't know which week I will take. I usually take my vacations on December as well, so I don't know if it's going to be the final week or the week before. I don't know. A Colleen and Jess stream would go crazy awesome. That'd be a lot of fun.
You might see Colleen on another channel related
Oh,
to
us. Yeah.
Soon. I don't know if that's been announced yet, but
I have no idea. We've known about it for a bit now, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We were at least talking about it a minute ago, but yeah. So they'll. Oh, but speaking of Colleen, they did. If you're not following or haven't seen on their socials, they did just announce that they have some merch that'll be made available. I think Monday or something, or maybe like soon, tomorrow. I don't remember. But go on like Instagram, and they have all kinds of like they have like a Read Shoujo manga T-shirt and a Toxic Shoujo fan. That was actually my idea, by the way.
Nice. You got to get that royalty.
Yeah, the Toxic Shoujo fan hoodie, and I think there's a beanie of that as well, and a cap that says like Shoujo, or something that says Shoujo Connoisseur, and then there's something that says like official Hojo or something like that, which Hojos are what Colleen calls their audience. So if you want some Shoujo related merch and or would like to, and stickers too, and or would like to support Colleen and their stuff, you can check that out pretty soon. I think we have a few things coming our way. Hold on, let me see. The Toxic Shoujo fan hoodie, a Proud Hojo hat, and some stickers is what we got. So you might see me wearing the Toxic Shoujo fan hoodie on some of my videos in the future.
Nice. Jess can talk about his love for Opie. I got a thing for that. Hold on. This was one of my also one of my favorite Jess moments on here. I taught him what Opie meant, so we were joking around with that. Shout
nothing
out.
wrong with nothing wrong with a little Opie.
Yeah, it's all fun. Gives you personality. People need personalities in their life. Come on, man. All right. So, also, this is very important. Sonic movies almost coming out, and a new trailer. I think.
So exciting.
Heck yeah. I forgot about this.
We should totally. We need to talk to Colleen about what site they used because the quality of the merch is pretty good, and they got it done pretty quickly. So maybe we could come up with a friend of the show and enemy of the show merch.
Manga Bro and Omnibros or something like that too. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking something personality fan servicey, but as a joke. That's not too offensive, but kind of risque. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that on my channel. Never mind.
Big personalities, and it's like
right, yeah,
in like a rounded shape across.
Right.
Big personality.
Some comic covers you can use with OmniDog. Thank you. Yes. Let's do the giveaway. Thank you everybody that participated. We got 17 entries, which is great. Normally we don't do this on Thursdays, and the last time it happened, it was a fiasco on our end. So apologies. But we're gonna do it now because why not? Gives incentive for other people to join and watch us on Thursdays. Let me share my screen. Thank you everybody that participated. Again, all you had to do was write this and be in the running for it. So we got 17 entries. Good luck, everybody. We're going to do the giveaway in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Up. Casey. Congratulations. Josh and James thought they had it for a minute, and I feel sorry now for them. I thought it was going to end on one of the two there. So shout out Casey. Thank you for participating and winning $50 gift card. All you have to do now, please send it. Okay, let me be super clear. I don't want this to happen again. Like last time. Sorry, Spud Boy. You're going to send us an email to omnibroslive@gmail.com. And in that email, you are going to let us know what was it? The email that you use for in-stock trades. Right? That's how it goes. So they can hook you up with the gift card. I'm going to send this info to Jess, who handles this stuff. I don't work the email, by the way. I already do too much for this channel. I can't be on Gmail duties. So write like in the message, like, hey, my name and the email that I use for in-stock trades, and Jess will take care of that. OmniDog, we'll hook you up as soon as possible. But please send this email as soon as humanly possible, within 12 hours, please. So that we can work on that ASAP. So again, omnibroslive@gmail.com is where you need to send that info, please. So Casey, thank you for participating. Thank you for winning and being a part of the Omnibus Collectors Network here on YouTube with us. So shout out. Look at that. I mean, congrats, but damn. I mean, I'm Casey. So close, Casey. Congrats. I love when all of you guys type the congratulations. Thank you so much. We're so happy.
I don't think I've been on the show when we've done the giveaway.
You were on the last time I did it. Well, not on Mondays. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember having seen someone win before.
Okay. Well, it's very chaotic on Mondays because there's a lot of people there. At least triple the amount of entries. Let's see. Subject line: gift this to Josh, of course. On it. Congrats. Congrats. Thank you. Look at that. What? Wait. In whose honor? Josh or me? I'm not. I should not dox myself with the smut. I should keep quiet. Never mind.
In your personality's honor.
Right. Damn it. I keep forgetting I talk about this stuff on air. People are going to think the wrong things of me. So shout out KC. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Let's see. We talked about everything. We did it all. That's it. Join us tomorrow. Not us, but the show. Join the show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Omnidog and Comics Guide will be there. Please harass Comics Guide for because he said he was going to read Scarlet Witch from Orlando, and I don't think he's done it. So if you guys are going to watch the Friday show, harass Comics Guide to do it, because I suspect he's not going to do it. So you got that's my mission for you guys for tomorrow. Monday is full. Yeah, Mondays is crazy. We got Spanish lessons, new books. We got voicemails. We talk about food. We talk about music. We talk about all kinds of things. Lou has 40 days left to read Scarlet Witch by Steve Orlando. So please let him know tomorrow. This is my Discord link if you guys want to join. If you want to join me on socials, you can look for Manga Geekdom on Blue Sky, Threads, and Twitter. And, of course, my YouTube channel, Manga Geekdom. Next week, I'm going to push. Oh, there we go. I'm going to try my hardest next week. You could potentially see 3 videos from me next week. That's how insane my schedule is, because this month has been out of sync for me. So look forward to that. There should be a video on Monday, and I'm going to try my hardest to put out something, 2 more. So that's it. Insufferable Omnibus Collector. You can find him on social media, Twitter, Instagram. You can subscribe to his YouTube channel, Omnibus Collector. And that's it, right?
Pretty much. I'll probably be on Blue Sky starting next year. And then I will also be trying to get videos out the next or this upcoming weekend. I'm going to be done moving my library, and hopefully the following weekend, the long Thanksgiving weekend, I'll finish putting it together. So I'm hoping by the end of this month or early next month, I'll be able to make the big grand tour video, and at
Welcome
the same
to the grand tour GT. Never mind.
exactly, and then at the same time do then I can have less going on, and I can stop hopefully being late on videos. So I'll have like the late November buyer's guide, and then December hopefully on time-ish.
Early buyers.
Yeah, going into next year, I'm hoping to get everything back on schedule.
There we go. Amazing stream tonight. Take care, everyone, and see you all next time. Nice. Thank you all for joining. I believe in you, Spud Boy. Spud Boy is such an amazing person, and I'm a fan, Spud. One day you will be redeemed. Yes, sir. Any videos about big personalities? I will say my channel is PG-13, but I decided to review Monster Marriage Shop from 7 Seas, and that video should be up on Monday, along with some Yen Press books that were sent to me by Yen Press. Shout out. And I had the toughest time editing that video so that it is presentable. So I had to not blur, but censor a whole lot of personalities. Like every 5 pages in, I'm like, damn it. All right. Okay. Another one. And I had to find a sticker or a funny logo or image to censor it. I think it's good. I need to review it multiple times so I don't, you don't catch a stray nipple by mistake. but I should be putting that out with some other reviews. And Yen Press sent me some other stuff as well. So kind of busy. I have a haul video that I need to film as well with the stuff that came in today. That was part. I was waiting on that to actually film the haul because that was part of October. Whew, it's crazy over here. So that's it. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of Omnibros here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Join us tomorrow again from the stream, and then we'll do it again on Monday, so on and so forth. God bless. Stay safe out there. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next one. Shout out. I'm going to leave that right there with this. Good night, everybody.